Hey everybody, welcome to Walk Along Wellness. My name is Maggie, and I'd like to thank you for your time and attention today. Last week we talked a little bit about overcomplicating the actions for change, and I just thought I'd like to expand on that a little bit, having this concept of change. And I'm gonna do my best to keep the thought train on the tracks, so just kind of go along with me on this ride. I was talking to a really close friend of mine, and we were talking about change. And he'd mentioned, I like who I am. I want to continue to grow and become a better person. But inherently, it's like we like who we are. And I think that kind of got me just weighing in a little bit on this concept of change, right? Sometimes, when I think about change, and especially changing myself, it can revolve around maybe aspects of myself that I don't necessarily, like, or I want to be different. And kind of started thinking about as well, like this concept of change, right? And so I looked up some definitions, right? And to change, to make radically different, so transformation, to make different in some particular, alter, to become different, to undergo transformation, transition, or substitution. And I really like that idea of maybe taking this concept of change and just applying a different framework to that idea. So when we think about change and we think about changing our behaviors and thinking about, so we have these versions of ourselves, right? We have like the ideal version of ourselves and we have the actual version of ourselves. And when we merge those things together, right, there's a little bit of overlap. And in that overlap is what we call congruence. So, the lining up of our actual self and our ideal self. And the amount of congruence generally can indicate like how much satisfaction we have in our lives. So when we think about this, concept of our ideal self, right? And we think about, how we're showing up in life, right? What actions are we showing up and who are we showing up as? And in what ways can we transform those actions, right? Those behavior patterns that we're showing up with, right? And then that can fall in line with that ideal version of ourselves. Some other words that we can look at is like personal growth. So the process of understanding yourself and pushing yourself to reach your highest potential. A question might be, who are you becoming and how do you plan to get there, right? We have this other process of personal transformation. So a powerful journey that can lead to profound changes in every aspect of your life. So making conscious choices and creating a life that truly reflects who you are and what you want. And one last definition to just kind of throw out there, self-improvement, the act or process of improving oneself by one's own actions. So as we kind of allow ourselves to, identify what areas in our lives, maybe we're not showing up as the person that we want to be or that we know that we can be, what is the actions that are going to align with that version of ourselves? And there's just like this one image, like the ultimate transformation in nature, maybe not the ultimate, but one that's very profound is when an acorn starts off as this little nut, basically little acorn, and its internal knowing, right, or its internal nature, it turns into like this sturdy, mighty oak tree, right? And how does that little tiny acorn go to this massive, sturdy oak, right? Well, it's in its inherent nature. It doesn't fight its own nature. So it allows for the process of just this ultimate transformation, this ultimate change that takes place. And I hope that you can dive deep within yourself and find, your own personal, sturdy, mighty oak energy and bring that to the table, right? And figure out for yourself, like, what areas in your life can you apply these actions to embark upon the journey of like personal transformation. And I, am always just here just to pique your curiosity, get you thinking about some other things. And I hope that that served that purpose today. And I hope that you all stay well. And I look forward to the next time.